Today's video is proudly sponsored by PetFlow.com. PetFlow.com is the place to get your dog food, dog treats, accessories, toys, and more for your dog. As a special offer to viewers of this channel, when you order $30 or more, you'll get $5 off. If your order is $49 or more, you'll even get free shipping after all discounts are applied. The link will be in the description, and as always, thank you for supporting sponsors of Positive Training and this channel. In a recent video, you guys told me that you wanted to learn how to teach your dog to listen to you while you're farther away from them. You may have noticed that your dog is much more likely to listen to you when you're up close to them, but when you get just a few feet away, they seem oblivious to any requests you may ask of them. This is where you're really going to see your efforts start to blossom if you've prioritized communication with your dog. You can't teach something like this with a choke chain or traditional dog training focused on dominating your dog. This is all about authentic, real communication. Dogs are very aware of our body language. They become very accustomed to seeing us work with them in specific positions, and any change to that is likely to throw them off. It's a good idea to prime them to walking away from them by first changing your body position. Maybe it means turning 45 degrees, 90 degrees, or even 180 degrees, and work on getting them to respond to you like that first. Make her think more. That way, when you are in public, when you're outside of the house, she's more likely to get new concepts quicker. We want to find that distinct point in space where she says, I understand you, to I don't understand you. There is a very specific place in distance where dogs are like, I no longer get it. I've worked with Nina enough to have an idea of where this point was, but I wanted to verify it. Stay. Lie down. No. Lie down. Yes. So right here is pretty good. You know what? I like the idea of working your way up the stairs here, and the end goal for today on this particular task being lie down while you stand way up there. When adding distance to the equation, make sure you start with something they know really well, like sit or lie down. Good. You can see how Susie doesn't continually ask Nina to lie down over and over again. She immediately takes a step back and makes it easier on the next attempt. This is what you should do. Yes. Have the maturity and patience to go the extra mile and do this right. Sit. Good. Yes. Find lots of small reasons to reward your dog when teaching them to respond to you from a distance. Sit. And go ahead and reward on sit even, that's fine too. Just because right here I like that it's a greater distance. And you can see Nina is really starting to get the concept here. We'll continue to build more and more distance. Wow. For a 6-month-old dog, Nina is really knocking this out of the park, but there are still some bumps in the road ahead. Nina, down. See how she wanted to advance to you? That's normal. Don't let these moments go without correction. Immediately take a step back and make it easier for your dog. She's trying to ease up on you, so let's bring her back here. We continued to work on this until Susie was at her final destination. So I want you to ask her to sit and lie down from way up there. Nina, sit, down. Nice. And I'll reward her since I'm here. Nina was making this look way too easy, so it was time to raise the bar a bit. I'd like to do leave it with distance. Nina has already learned this concept of leaving something alone, but remember, whenever we add distance, we're making it much harder for our dog. Anytime we're introducing distance, we want to get them warmed up close. The first few tries we want to make quite easy for them. Sit, leave it alone. Good. Be very clear when teaching your dog and avoid repeating yourself. And tell her in advance. Leave it. I wanted to challenge Nina and see if we could teach her to leave a treat alone from a distance. Go ahead and have her sit, stay. You come over here, you say leave it, and you throw it at her. I'll be prepared to cover it up if she goes for it. Okay. Stay. That's fine. That's cool. Yeah. Nina. And so be very clear about leave it. Leave it. And throw it right at her. Jose has awesome communication with Nina. And then you can tell her yes when you're happy. Now it was Susie's turn. If you want your dog to listen to multiple people in your household, it's important that everyone in the family works with the dog individually. Leave it. Remember what I said about repeating yourself? Leave it. There are exceptions. You're really trying to be extra clear with her. And there's a difference between leave it, leave it, leave it, and leave it, leave it. Do you know what I mean? That's what you did, and that's fine, I think. In the beginning, just to be very clear about your communication. Stay.
Nina, leave it.
Get her focused on you. I want her on you.
Nina,
That's it.
leave it.
That's it. And we'll go through a similar process as we did before. We'll ask Nina to listen to us from farther and farther away. Wait for the look. She's going to look at you in a moment. Okay, yeah, that'll work. I added additional distractions to encourage Nina to think harder. She just continues to impress. These are the results of time, patience, consistency, and lots of love. We're throwing wild cards at her that she's not expecting. We're making it a more real world experience by... Oh man. Good girl, very good. So she's doing sit, state, distance. You're walking away from her, you're throwing multiple distractions at her, she's really reaching deep. Here you can see that Susie has made it to the top. All of a sudden a treat falls from the sky in front of Nina. She flinches a bit. We shrink the distance, give her a verbal correction, and when I see it in her eyes that she's agreed to listen, I throw an additional distraction at her for good measure. Remember to make it really known to your dog how awesome they are whenever they break new ground in training. What do you think about giving her a bit of a tug session here? The greater the skill that she masters or shows progress on, the greater the reward. And I think this is really a serious reward for her. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you're subscribed so you can see all of my future videos. Click thumbs up too. Now I show you guys a lot of video from my dog training classes. In my next video, would you rather see footage from my beginner class or my advanced class? Tell me in the comments below. Also, like me on Facebook, facebook.com/TheZachGeorge. That's where I upload all of my secret dog training advice videos. Visit petflow.com/ZachGeorge. You'll get $5 off any order, $30 or more. You'll also get free shipping on all orders that are over $49 when you enter promo code ZachGeorge. That is after all discounts are applied. Okay guys, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.